Hello po, magandang araw at dito po tayo ngayon sa ating 1-year success plan with OG and Jim. No, Jim Ron po kasama natin. Bali, ibabanggitin ko lang po yung mga points niya patungkol po sa 1-year success plan. Now, nandito tayo ngayon sa ating second week ng pag-aaral. Ito po yung mga points na gusto ko pong banggitin sa inyo. Unang point niya, binanggit niya is find life-changing experiences. Maghanap daw po tayo ng mga experiences na nagbabago ng buhay natin. Minsan sasabihin natin, this is all the companies pays me or pays. O ito lang binabayad ng company. Sinabi niya, mali. Dapat daw sabihin, this is all the company pays me. Kasi meron po mga tao na binabayaran ng higit pa sa bayad na natatanggap mo. No? Ibig sabihin, kung anong quality meron tayo, yun lang din ang sweldo na atin pong matatanggap. Sinabi pa niya, yung point na sinabi ni Earl Schoff na things are cost too much. Yun ang madalas na sabi ng iilan. Tama ba? Yun yung philosophy ng iilan. Pero sabi ni Earl Schoff, sabi niya, no, it is just you can't afford them. Hindi mo lang kayang bilhin. Kasi kung mahal yan, bakit nila binigyan ng presyong ganyan? Alam nila na may mga taong makaka-afford tayo, hindi tayo makaka-afford. Another point po, na binanggit niya, books are steps for you to reach more books. So, if you want more success, read more books. Kung gusto mong maging successful, magbasa po tayo ng libro. Kasi haba ng papataas tayo sa ating antas, dapat mas marami tayong librong nababasa. Bakit? Yun po ang tumutulong sa atin. Kaya ang sermon, huwag pong kalimutan. Ang Bible reading, huwag pong kalimutan. Yung mga awit, lyrics ng awit, pag nilay-nilayan natin. Another, success is something you attract by the person you become. Ayun yung mabigat. If you want to become successful, attract success. No, i-attract natin siya. Kung lalago tayo, lalago din po ang income natin. You don't have to pursue success. You have to attract them. Kasi when you pursue success, hinahabol mo yung success, tatakbo yan. But when you attract success by becoming by becoming who you want to be or by becoming a successful man, then of course yung success darating yan sa iyo. So anong gagawin? Tayo mismo muna ang lalago. Kaya mahalaga po ang personal development. Sinabi niya pa, another point na binanggit niya is, profits are better than wages. No? Ginansya ay mas mabuti pa kaysa sweldo. Bakit? Ang sweldo mananatili, pero yung gain, yung profits mula sa investments natin, lumalago po yun. Hindi po mananatili sa gayong presyo o sa gayong amount. Sinabi niya po dito, work part-time on your fortune and work full-time for your living. Madalas po, doon lang tayo sa full-time, sa living, no? But we are not working part-time for our fortune. Now, anong mga pamamaraan ito? Hindi ko po alam kung anong kuha ninyo, pero sa investment po, work part-time for investing or saving your money. Work part-time about it. Another po, your income is related to your philosophy and not in your economy. Hindi porki bagsak ang ekonomiya, sabihin mo, no, alam mo, ang income ko ganito lang kasi yung ekonomiya namin ganito. Bakit? Sa Pilipinas, lahat ba ng tao pareho ng income natin? Hindi po. May mga tao sa Pilipinas na malaki pang income kaysa mga manager dito. Bakit? Dahil yan sa philosophy, hindi po sa economy. Another po, do not search the exotic until you discover the basic. Huwag daw tayo pumunta sa exotic hanggat hindi natin ma-discover ang basic. Ano pong ibig niya sabihin? Minsan, tinitingnan natin, ano ba talaga ang susi ng success? Ano ba talaga hinahanap natin yung mahirap? Actually, hindi po siya mahirap. Ang hahanapin mo lang po, kailangan lang natin i-discover yung mga basic things. Ano yung mga basic things? Una, yung philosophy, no? Thought natin, dapat mabago yan. Another is yung attitude natin. Kailangan tingnan din yan. Another na tingnan natin is yung action natin. Tama po ba? Another na tingnan natin is yung tinatawag natin na pag-check ng result. Tinitingnan ba natin yung resulta? That is only the basic. Another, panglima po, nababanggitin ko na simple basic is lifestyle. O yun lang po yung 5. Sinabi ni Jim Rohn, no? The philosophy of yung lahat ng bagay na ito are just basic things na mahalaga po at kailangan nating alamin. The basic is personal development. Ang pinakamadali lang po kung ating susumadahin yun, personal development po yun, no? Personal development. Yun po yung basic. So understand the seasons and seasons or law of the seasons. Sinabi po ni Jim Rohn that there are 4 seasons of life. Now, banggitin ko po, mag-uumpisa po ako sa winter. Kasi nga po, yun po yung time na malamig. Meron pong tinatawag na winter, meron pong tinatawag na spring, meron pong tinatawag na summer, at meron din pong tinatawag na harvest or fall, no? Na usually magfo-fall in during the time of October or November. Now, tingnan natin itong mga bagay na ito. So, isa-isahin natin, no? Sinabi po ni Jim Rohn is, life is like seasons. Parang season lang daw. Sinabi niya, another point na binanggit niya, you cannot change the season, but you can change yourself. Hindi mo pwede baguhin ang season, pero ang kaya nating baguhin, sarili natin. Now, ano ba mga seasons of life? Now, winter. So, anong gagawin natin sa winter? Ang sinabi niya, learn to handle the winter. Ano man yung mga winter? Yung mga time na para bang taglamig sa buhay mo. Spiritual winters, political winters, economic, personal, financial winters, whatever it is. Learn to handle the winter. During that time, tiisan muna, magtiis muna. Habang maiksi ang kumot, matutong mamaluktot. Sinabi niya, winter doesn't long forever. They will pass. Dadaan din yan, mga kapatid. Hindi sa lahat ng panahon problemado ka, daraan lang yan, yung winter na yan. So, ang sinabi niya, endure winter. So, kailangan tayo matuto, mga kapatid, to endure winter. Pangalawa po na point is, yung sinabi niyang, na season is spring. Ano yung spring? Spring is opportunity. Di po ba, during the spring, doon tayo nagtatanim, tulad ng ginagawa ng misis ko, nagtatanim. It's not spring that guarantee the harvest, but use the spring to your advantage. Ibig sabihin, during the time of the spring, we will seize the moment. Magtanim po tayo. Spring is a short period of time. Maiksi lang po. Kaya kung hindi tayo magtatanim, never expect that during the harvest, we will reap o mag-aani tayo. This is the time to plant the seed. Take advantage of every spring. Another, summer. Dito tayo sa summer. Summer, we have to learn the lessons of summer and do the work of the summer. Ano po yun? Ibig sabihin, yung mga philosophy natin during the time ng summer is ayusin natin, yung mga activity natin, yung action natin, yung pag-aaral natin. This is during the time of summer. Sinabi niya pa, during the time of the summer, di po ba lumalago na yung mga tanim natin? Tapos during the time, marami na pong mga dayaming maraming damong tumutubo, mayroon na mga pisting darating, no? Sinabi niya, nourish like a father, but protect. Nourish like a mother, but protect like a father. Anong inonourish natin? Halimbawa, values natin, inonourish natin yung attitude natin, inonourish lahat ng mga bagay na ito, mga kapatid, palaguin natin, no, during that time. Remember this point na sinabi niya, every garden will be invaded. It's part of the rhythm of life. So, merong mga panahon talaga na ang peste, they will be our farm will be invaded by the pest. May mga peste na mag-invade o kukuha ng ating ani. Kaya nga, napakahalaga, we have to nourish and protect. No? Napakahalaga yung both na yan. Would it be possible to win that you couldn't lose? Another point na binanggit niya na mabigat din. Pwede ka bang manalo na hindi ka pwedeng matalo? No? No, hindi po. Kung sumali tayo sa laro, expect yung dalawang side. Kung hindi ka mananalo, of course, matalo. Never expect na sinabihin mo, alam mo, naka-touchdown ako o naka-shoot ako ng bola. Kung hindi ka naman naglaro, hindi ka rin winner kasi ikaw lang mag-isa naglalaro. Tama po ba? Ang point po na ito, kung wala kang kalaban, kung walang contest na mangyayari, walang panalo. Kasi halimbawa, ganito, soccer, no? Titirahin ko yung bola papunta sa goal. Pagdating doon, sa goal, sa palagay nyo, winner kaya ako? Hindi po, kasi wala akong kalaban. Simple lang po, ganun lang po ang point niyan. So there is a battle between good and evil. Kaya nga sinabi ng Biblia, hate good but love evil. Love good but hate evil. Tama po ba? Yun yung point, no? Love like a mother but hate like a father. Yun sinabi ni Jim Rohn. So during the harvest, be careful. Mag-aral tayo, take care of your values during this time. Ayusin natin yung philosophy, kung may mga seminar, attend tayo ng mga seminars, no? During this time, culture everything. Tapos inorish natin yung mga bagay. Now, punta tayo sa panghuli. During the harvest or the fall, harvest comes in due season. Now, I want to make this as a clarification. Never expect a due season when you never plant a seed. The Bible tells us, do not be weary in well-doing, for in due season you will reap if we faint not. Sinabi niya, there is a due season, but due season will only come to those who are planting the seed. Huwag kang mag-atake. Ang tagal naman ng due season ko, ng tamang panahon. Walang tamang panahon sa'yo. Bakit? You are not planting the seed. But if you plant the seed, you do the work, you help a lot of people, expect that in due season, you will reap. No? Harvest will always come. Yun yung sinabi ni Jim Rohn. Darating talaga ang harvest. Promise will always be fulfilled and will happen no matter what. Basta meron tayong itinanim, expect a harvest. Now, this is the point na gusto kong iparating din, mga kapatid. When the condition and the promise is given, no, nasa atin na natimbangin itong dalawa, condition and promise. It is both given, right? Ganito, when the condition is met, the promise is on the way. Kung ang condition towards reaping na meet mo, the promise is given. So for example, the condition to reap the harvest is to plant a seed. Now, you meet the condition of planting the seed, right? Na-meet mo yung condition na yun. Of course, during the due season, expect na meron kang aanihin. Okay po ba yun? Now, another, kung gusto mo ng successful life o gusto mo ng financial independence, expect in due season na kukuha ka ng dividend if you meet the condition. What is the condition? Nagsisave ka ba 10% buwan-buwan sa iyong sweldo? Nag-invest ka ba sa mga multipurpose cooperatives? O sumali ka ba sa mga network industry na tinatrabaho mo talaga, hindi lang basta pinasukan? Now, tingnan mo yung mga bagay na yan. Another, sometimes it seems delayed, but it is secured to be given in due time. So ang harvest sometimes parang pakiramdam natin parang delayed yata yung harvest ko But remember, hindi po yan delayed, no? It is just waiting for the due time because it is always secured. Now, with regards to personal development, ano pala ang dapat nating i-develop? There are points here, mga kapatid, na gusto kong i-discuss, no? Yung personal development is in 3 aspects: physical, spiritual, and mental. Now, isa-isahin natin. Physical, we have to have a healthy body because a healthy body is a healthy mind. Sabi nga, 1 apple a day, keep the doctors away. Kumain ng prutas. Treat your body like a temple. Sabi ng Biblia, your body is the temple of God. 1 Corinthians po yan. No? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Ganon minsan ang nangyayari. Gusto ng spirit, gusto ng kuan mo na mag-pray, pero yung katawan mo, tinatamad. Now, you have to demand yourself because body is the support system that will carry out the wishes of the mind and the spirit. Ulitin ko po. Body is the support system that will carry out the wishes of the mind and the spirit. Ang katawan po natin ang siyang nagdadala o naging support system natin nang sa ganon maipasa katuparan yung ating mga iniisip, yung mga desires natin. So kung ang katawan natin ay weak, halimbawa, kahit marami ka pang pera, pag weak ang katawan, gusto ko sanang mag-bowling, kaya lang sumasakit ang likod ko. Of course, your wishes will not be carried, di ba? Gusto ko sanang magbakasyon, pero yung kuan ko, kalusugan ko, hindi pwedeng umalis ng bansa. See? So pag weak ang katawan, all your wishes, no? Probably ay hindi mangyayari. Another, spiritual. Napakahalaga po. If you are a believer, I know you are a believer, 3 point lang po ang babanggitin ko with regards to spiritual. Study, practice, teach. Tatlo lang po ang sinabi ni Jim Rohn. Kung believer po kayo, study what you believe, practice what you believe, and teach what you believe. Yun po mahalaga sa spiritual aspect ng buhay natin. No? When you believe in one God, then practice living that there is one God and teach that there is one God. Another, pangatlo po, mental. Mental means our mind, no? Now, tingnan natin. Personal development is very important, especially with regards to our mental development, no? Kasi, kailangan natin ng library dito. Kailangan natin ng libro. Kasi kung wala tayong ganyan, paano tayo magde-develop mentally? So, read more books, listen more audio tapes, bawas-bawasan natin kapapanood ng masasamang balita, at bigyan pansin natin yung personal development natin para sa sarili natin. Any moment, no? Any moment, may mga pangyayari dito sa ating bansa o sa ibang bansa. But remember that personal development will never change you. It doesn't matter what circumstances we are in. The most important thing is who we are. Now, yun yung tatlong bagay. Physical, spiritual, and mental. So, read more books, study more books. Now, punta tayo ngayon kay Zig Ziglar. Binanggit kasi ni Zig Ziglar itong mga bagay na ito. Sabi niya, learn how to thrive when economy is naive. Ibig niyang sabihin, kung may mga panahon man na ang economy ay parang babagsak, tayo mismo dapat ang magta-thrive. We have to reach our fullest potential. We have to explore. Kailangan tayo, kung alam mong umaawit ka din, use every possibility to sing. Take every opportunity to sing. Another, you are designed for success, and within you are the seeds of greatness and success. Tingnan nyo yan. Ang disenyo pala natin is for success. We are designed for success, but sometimes we never follow the things that are designed for us. Ang blueprint na dapat sana sa atin. Remember to do the small things. Huwag kalimutan yung mga maliliit na bagay. Small things makes a radical change. Like the termites can do, or what the termites can do to a big tree. Alam nyo naman yung mga termites, di ba? Na kung titira yan sila, kahit gaano kalaki ng tree, but it can make a difference. In times of change, the learner shall inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with the world that no longer exists. Ulitin ko po. In times of change, with regards to change naman ito, in times of change, the learner shall inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped with the world that no longer exists. Mayroon dalawang klaseng tao, yung learner and learned. Ano yung learner? Yung mga learner, yung mga taong naghahanap pa at nag-aaral pa hanggang ngayon. Yung learned, yun bang alam mong sa palagay mo, parang napakaraming alam niya na lahat ng bagay, mula sa mathematics, sa science, at hindi na nakikinig kasi alam niya na yan eh. Hindi na ako makikinig sa sermon mo kasi alam ko na yan. Hindi na ako makikinig sa teaching mo kasi alam ko na yan. Hindi ako makikinig sa turo mo kasi alam ko na yan. Hindi ako magbabasa ng libro kasi alam ko na yan. If you are like this, you are fully equipped to deal with the world that no longer exists. Yun po yung mahirap. The world that you are in is no longer exist. Because we have to learn. Nagtanong ako kay Brother Bong the other day, sabi ko, pre, ilang taon ba naging obsolete ang isang equipment? Sinabi niya, 5 to 7 years. Ibig sabihin, pag hindi ako magbabago 5 to 7 years, matatanggal ako sa trabaho. Pag hindi ako mag-aaral 5 to 7 years, wala na akong trabaho. Tama. May punto po ako doon. Kaya change, learn something. Sabi po ni Fred Smith, I have a right to have a degree. I have a right not to have a degree. And I don't have a right not to have an education. Yes, nandyan yung degree. But with regards to education, we have to have education. We have to be educated in every aspect. You can finish your formal school, but you can never finish your education. No? When your vocabulary up, so does your IQ go up. Kung tumataas yung ating vocabulary, tumataas din yung IQ natin. So this is my challenge. Learn one new word every day. Kung hindi pa kayo nag-download ng Merriam-Webster Dictionary sa inyong mga iPads at sa mga iPhones, then start to download Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Kasi everyday po, pag mayroon kayong internet, they will give you one new word for your vocabulary. Additional, He gave up what he wanted now to get what he needed later on or what he wanted later on. Ganito po yan. It is sacrifice. Give up what you wanted now for the future. Ngayon, halimbawa, if you want to learn something, give up now the television so that you will enjoy television later. If you want to give up some aspect of your life, no? Para lang makapag-save, then give up something in your life para makapag-save. Give up cigarettes, give up drinks, then save. Because in the future, no, what will happen? You can have a better life in the future. Now, there is no accidental success. Walang success na aksidente. Another, take small steps towards your greater success. Small steps lang po, hindi po malaki. Another point, focus on the benefits, not on the price. Look on the benefits. Tingnan niyo po yung benepisyo kung magkakaroon tayo ng healthy na katawan, ng healthy mind. Look at the benefits. Wag na lang, do not count the cost. Wag nang bilangin kung magkano ang gastos, but count the benefits that you will receive. So for example, if it will cost you to exercise every day, wag mo na bilangin yung exercise every day. Ang tingnan mo what benefit you will receive afterwards. Another, don't leave unfinished tasks to someone else. Don't go to vacation without finishing them. If you lift me up, you are on the higher ground. Another point niya. If you lift me up, you are on the higher ground. Huwag tayong maging gahaman sa ating papuri, pasasalamat. If you want people to be up, then lift them up. No? Lift them up because you are on the higher ground. If you have a plan of action, you will become optimistic. Have a plan of action. Mahalaga po ito. Make a plan of action of what you want in your life. If you have a plan of action, you will become optimistic. Tama po ba? So, maging positibo tayo pag mayroon tayong plano. Integrity. Another point, integrity. Integrity is be early and get started. Ang ibig sabihin, may mga tao man nakakita o wala, you will do what you want. If you will not listen to the gossip, they will not bother you what you are busy doing. Do not entertain gossips. Huwag makinig sa mga chismis. Bagkos, magtrabaho at ibigay ang pinaka-the best. You can spend more time in not spending too much in gossiping. Of course, tama po yan. Makakatipid ka ng mga maraming oras pag hindi tayo mag-gossip. Integrity. You do the right thing. When you do the right thing, you have nothing to feel guilty about. Why? You don't fear anything because you don't nothing to hide. Yun yung maganda. Pag meron tayong integrity, wala kang tinatago. Tama po ba? So wala kang ikakatakot kung may magtatanong sa'yo. If there's a hope in the future, there is power in the present. Ayun yung magandang point. If there's hope in the future, there is power in the present. When hope is born, action follows. So anong ibig kong sabihin? Now, start to hope for the future. Passion is born when you have a glimpse of your potential. Another point na pinanggit ni Zig Ziglar. Ang passion ay tutubo lang if you will see the potential that you have. Last point na gusto kong banggitin. Plan all your time. Planuhin ang lahat ng oras, lahat ng panahon. If you fail to plan, remember this, somebody will plan for you. Ibig sabihin, kung hindi ka magpaplano, ang ibang tao ang magpaplano para sa iyo. Maraming salamat po.